Alright, here we go. Welcome back to Lenz's Comic Corner, classic, less known classics. This is episode number 3294, Doubleshot number 3188. Two IDW trades here. We have Star Trek Classics, Volume 1, The Gorn Crisis. Excuse me. This book is really short. Yeah, it's only like 98 pages. It's written by Kevin J. Anderson and Rebecca Macia. Artwork is by Igor Corday. He also has the covers too, which is amazing. So, this is a miniseries. Apparently, this is published by Wildstorm, believe it or not. Yes. So, basically, this is kind of a story set during the popular Dominion War. Despite how people felt about Deep Space Nine, Dominion War is very popular with some Star Trek fans. I like it. So, this is kind of what the Enterprise E was up to, because it's a weird thing in Star Trek where big conflict happens. Send the Enterprise E as far away as possible. In universe, no explanation for this. So, basically the whole point of the Gorn Crisis is that the Enterprise D is sent to the Gorn homeworld to enlist the Gorn on the side of the Federation against the Dominion. But then the Civil War breaks out, the leadership is mostly killed, and they have this sort of Supreme Leader take over. There's also a subplot here involving human working with the Klingons, where, like, the crew disrespects their captain. And that's a plot that doesn't really interfere with the Gorn stuff very much. So, you have Picard, but when they arrive, the place is like full of injuries. So you have waiting President Picard, I think it's Dr. Crusher, Deanna Troi, and some security officers. So they get there, treat the wound, and then this rogue group shows up, and they take Captain Picard hostage. Well, apparently it took time to Picard took time to unzip his coat, and they put like some binding on him. Oh, and also Riker is not here for some reason, so Data is left in charge of the ship. And despite the fact at one point he actually does have a contact service for help, they're apparently too busy. Like, they're like, oh, you handle yourself. We have other stuff to handle with. I'm like, if I was there, I'm like, excuse me, Admiral. Are you saying you want to basically sacrifice the life of one of Starfleet's greatest captains in their history? A man who has respect of a lot of captains in this fleet? You rather basically do that than actually, help? And also, I would give the middle finger basically for disrespecting Captain Picard. Don't disrespect Captain Picard. The guy's awesome. So, Data proceeds to beam himself down to the Gorn Council Chamber, where, of course, he challenges the leaders to a duel. If he wins, the Gorn have to withdraw their ship because apparently they're attacking Federation colonies. So, they have to, if they win, and also they have to join the Federation to fight against the Dominion. If the Gorn lose, the Enterprise leaves and they get no support from the Gorn. Data battles them, and Data wins. Conflict over. But this book was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was an amazing book. If anybody get a chance to check this book out, just fight it. It's really good. Alright, so I give that book a 10 out of 10. I don't like how the Admiral was written, but yeah. So, next up we have is a Godzilla book, believe it or not. Yes, a Godzilla book. We have Godzilla, Unnatural Disasters, which collects the Godzilla Legends miniseries, which I don't think I've covered. Let me take a look here for this one. Yeah, it collects Godzilla Legends along with Godzilla in Hell and Godzilla Rage Across Time. Excuse me. Legends are a series of stories. You have Undergod. This is Anguirus' story, written by Matt Frank and Jeff Perutsky. Matt Frank does the artwork for this one. You have Rodan, written by John Firkin, art by Simon Sheen. Titanosaurus, he's a character for one, I think it was from the last Showa movie. Let's see. Mike Archin, Tony Picker, and Hidora, a Smog of War. Chris Murray and E.J. Smoo, and Kumunga. Now, I'm going to skip this one because I've kind of discussed this already in the previous video. So, what am I discussing here? First, Godzilla in Hell. One of the most interesting concepts. Godzilla, for some mysterious reason, is dropped into hell itself, where while he's there, he runs into various enemies of his, including Anguirus. He doesn't have to make Godzilla down there. He does run the King Ghidorah and a bunch of other monsters. Eventually, he does get out of hell. Rage Across Time is him in various different time periods, like Feud Japan, various different periods. It's just two amazing series. Just check the book out. Godzilla in Hell was most original concept at that point for Godzilla ever, because what's Godzilla's stories mostly? Godzilla usually rampaging across cities in Japan or in the US, or fighting other monsters. Not him in Hell, which I thought this was so cool. At one point, he's fighting Space Godzilla. Yeah, a creature he killed back in the early 90s. There's even like another Godzilla, like another version of him, where it forms like this weird teeth creature. Yeah, but 2 good books. 10 out of 10. Yep. So yeah, that's the episode of you. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up, G-Bot. Okay, next up. Bye.